Good morning, children. Today we will take up the chapter of data handling. Before we go into the making of the bar graphs, just understand what do you mean by data handling. Data handling simply tells you that it is collecting the set of data and then presenting that data in different forms. Okay, different forms can be in the form of your bar graph, in the form of your pictograph. Okay, so here we will be taking up the bar graph just now. I'll explain you the basic things which you should remember when you're making the bar graph. Before we begin, bar graph also you have two types. One is the vertical bar graph, the other one is a horizontal bar graph. Okay, we are going to take up the vertical bar graph. So before you start marking, if you see here, this is your graph paper. The graph paper looks like this. Okay, so you have a 2 mm graph paper also, and you have 1 mm graph paper also. So this is the 1 mm graph paper which I am showing you over here. Okay, now few things which you should remember when you're marking the graph. First of all, you have two axes which has to be marked whenever you are drawing or when you are plotting the information in the form of a bar graph. So this line, all the lines which are darker lines, you use that line to draw the line. Okay, so if I am drawing a line like this, a vertical line like this, and another line which I am drawing it over here, which is a horizontal line. Okay, I hope you can see a straight line. It has to be a straight line. You are always going to use your pencil whenever you are going to draw the graph. Okay, so if you see, I have drawn one vertical line which is like this and one horizontal line which is like this. It has to be drawn on the green line. Okay, so this vertical line, you have to make an arrow like this on the beginning of your line, and you will write a small y over here, a small y like this. I hope you can see that. Okay, this is the y axis. Then on this line again you will make an arrow like this, and you will write x. That means this is your x axis. So you have y axis and you have x axis which has to be marked. This is very, very important. Then over here you will write 0. 0 has to be marked over here where the y axis and the x axis are crossing each other. Okay, so this is a point where you are going to mark 0. If the question has got the information, suppose they are saying that number of students present in the whole of the week, and they give you the days, that how many days they were present on particular days, that information will be marked on the y-axis and the x-axis. So whatever is given in the question, we will mark it on the y-axis and the x-axis accordingly. Okay, so before you start marking your points on the axis, whether it is a y-axis or an x-axis, you should first know how to draw the axis. It has to be a straight line. You have to use your pencil to draw the axis. Then you see there are small boxes which are made. Okay, these are small boxes which are made, and you see the dark lines over here. I am using a green copy, so these are green boxes. So you will see the green, dark green lines over here. Some copies which are red in color, you will see the red lines. Okay, all over the page is red in color, so you will have the darker red lines. Some copies are blue in color, so you will have those blue lines there. So whichever color of the copy is, that is not important. You have to see that these are the darker points on the lines. These are the points where you mark. Can you see I'm marking on these points? These are the lines where you mark the different points, where you plot the different points. Okay, like these points. So suppose in my question I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So my numbers will be taken according to each box. If I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 in my question, in the first box I will write 2, over here 4, then 6, then 8, then 10, and so on, whatever is given in the question. The same way on the x-axis also. These dark lines have to be taken when you are marking or you are plotting your points on the x-axis also. Okay, suppose I have got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in a question. So I will take first green line like this and I will write Monday. That means that is the first box. Then the second green line will be your Tuesday. Then the third green line will be your Wednesday. The fourth green line will be your Thursday. So this is the way you go on marking. Okay. So suppose on Monday, the child, only 2 children are present on Monday. Then what do? You see where you have marked 2 and where is Monday. So I will see 2, I will see Monday, and then I will make a graph like this over here. So I will get a graph like this. I hope you are able to see. This is the graph I get for Monday. Okay. If suppose there are 4 children who are present on Tuesday, I will see where I have marked Tuesday and I will see where I have marked 4. So this is the 4 over here and this is the line like this. So I'm going to take like this here. This is my Tuesday. So I'm going to enclose it like this, the box, and this becomes my Tuesday. Okay. I'm showing you in the graphs over here which are close to each other, which are sticking to each other, but you can make it leaving one box also. I will tell you about that also. Okay. So this is the basic things which you should know about making a graph. I will take up the question also and I will explain you in the form of a question also. I hope you are able to see the markings and remember to use your pencil.